Well, hey, good morning. We have a very special guest in studio with us this morning. We have Mike and Alannah with us with the Universal Kenpo Kung Fu Association. Did I say it right?
You did.
A+. All right. So good to be here with both of you. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, we brought you in because you're not just any old martial arts group. You guys have accomplished quite a bit. Tell us a little bit about your story, Alannah. Let's jump in first. How did you get into this?
So in 2020, he was my neighbor. And so we were stuck in the house and he hasn't taught in a while and he decided to do just self-defense classes. Okay. And so my dad brought me over, and I was 10 at this time, to his house and asked if I could join. And for the first 2 years that I've trained, it was strictly street fighting. It was,
wow.
Yeah, it was just to protect
Don't mess with Alannah.
Yeah, it was just to protect myself. And so later on, we got into competition karate, and so I've been doing that for 4 years. So I've trained for a total of 6 years now, and so from there, I've won multiple titles in our bigger tournaments, and we go to our little ones. They're mainly for practice, but just to get used to the different type of competition, and yeah.
Amazing.
Basically.
Talk about the relationship, Mike. You run UKKA, and you are former law enforcement, and now you're doing martial arts. Tell us about the business and Alannah.
Sure. Well, all this happened right around COVID. Okay. Right? And so I was like bored out of my mind. And I've been a law enforcement trainer, for 26 years. Wow. And so I thought, well, I need to work out. I need to get in shape. I'm home all the time. What am I going to do? And so I decided to start teaching martial arts. And Alannah was a really gifted prodigy. So as I was teaching her those first 2 years, I'm like, man, she's really good. Oh, we should go to competition. Yeah. And I talked to her dad and the family and said, if we start this, it's like travel ball. Yes. Right? It's a serious commitment. And so her family said, well, let's try it. Let's go to competition. And so we went up to Tacoma, Washington. Okay. And she won every single division she entered.
Was this the West Coast tournament?
Yeah, this was one of the West Coast tournaments. And so then when I took her to the next tournament, and she won every division that she was in. She's been featured multiple times in CDA press, and so we just kept going tournament to tournament to tournament. What happened recently is we went to a very large tournament in California. It's called Compete. They have over 1,000 competitors in that tournament. And what's very unusual is to receive a perfect score. Whoa. And a perfect score at a tournament is 99, 99, 99. We pride ourselves on our self-defense routine. And so she did the self-defense, and she scored a perfect score.
Don't mess with Alannah. Come on. How did you do that? How did you prepare for that, Alannah?
Lots and lots and lots of practice. Yes. But we had multiple competitors, and I had 4 different divisions at one time. So I was just bouncing back and forth from divisions. And so I just had to go there. I had to do the best I could at that moment and then hop to my next one.
Wow. Okay, so there's multiple types of martial arts. Which one do you specifically participate in? Is it karate?
So I do Kenpo karate, and Filipino martial arts are my main ones.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. How do you prepare, and how do you get in the right mental state to be able to earn a perfect score? That's no joke. I mean, seriously, that's incredible.
Yeah. So I have issues sometimes focusing. Okay. So I really just have to be by myself sometimes and focus and go through it in my head so I know what moves I'm doing and when. And it really helps for the attackers to talk with them also, so everybody is on the same page. And so, yeah, it's lots of practice and memorizing your routine and going over it.
Wow.
We have an affirmation. Before the kids train, they repeat a lot of affirmations, right? Because half of it's, physical training, but the other half is mental training. Sure. And so one of the affirmations is, amateurs practice until they get it right. Professionals practice until they can't get it wrong. Okay. And that's one of our core philosophies.
That's a good one. Mike, you called Alannah a prodigy. What do you think? What are the traits that she has that makes her so successful in this?
I have trained literally thousands of people, many law enforcement officers. What makes her stand out, I think, is that when you show her a technique, she has a kinesthetic memory. Most of us, including me, you have to show me something 8 or 10 times before I get it right.
Oh yeah, 100%. I'm the same way, yeah.
Yeah, but with Alannah, she has this special gift where you show her something once and she can repeat it. And so that's very unusual.
Yeah. And how do you hope to use this in your life down the road? You're 16, right? Did I do the math right? Okay, you started when you're 10, you've been doing it for 6 years. 16, how do you hope to use this in your future?
So I have trained kids before.
Okay.
And I am technically an instructor now.
Awesome.
And so I might keep teaching, but I'm really going towards more nursing. And so this is mainly just to protect myself that I can pass on to like friends and family, and so they're able to protect themselves in this cruel world.
Yeah, don't mess with you. I want to ask you guys, so this demonstration we're seeing, tell us about the routine that we're seeing here today.
Certainly. This routine that we're going to show you today is the exact same routine that won the perfect score. It's called SD2. It has 16 moves, and it represents 7 different martial arts. So what you're going to see is her being attacked with guns, with knives, with fists, with feet. And she is going to respond to each one of those attacks and defend herself. We put this routine together to show the beauty of the many different martial arts systems. So the different martial arts systems in there are karate and kung fu and Krav Maga from Israel, Kempo, Muay Thai, right? So there's many, many different martial arts represented in this routine, and we're really proud of it.
Yeah, and what about you? For you, how much work has gone into this routine we're seeing?
A lot. Since the very beginning of our journey into competition, we've always loved self-defense because that's what I started off with. And so we decided, because our first tournament, they had a self-defense routine, one of our bigger ones. And so we decided to put one together just based off simple moves that I knew from my self-defense training. And from there on, we added, each self-defense is 8 moves. And so from there, we've created, we have 3 so far, and we're in the progress of, well, the end of 3 and 4. And so, yeah, it's just, I got off topic. I don't remember what I was going for.
It's a lot.
It's
a lot of technique.
Yeah, and what does it mean, though, to represent North Idaho? You know, sometimes North Idaho gets a bad rap sometimes, but there's always so much good happening, too, and so many great talents as well. So what does it mean to represent North Idaho?
A lot. It's really nice being, well, I would always love more from North Idaho, but it's nice being the only one to show that even in the smallest towns and stuff, there can still be a beautiful art in it.
Absolutely. Okay, and tell us more about how people can get involved, because people are watching this. They may want their kids to get involved. They might want to come see you guys and check you out. How can people get more info?
Well, if you want to know more about us, we have a YouTube channel.
Okay.
And it's Idaho UKKA.
Okay.
At YouTube, and you can see this journey. We have over 400 videos up.
Wow.
You can see when she first started when she was 10 years old.
Okay.
We have a whole team. We have a team of 8. They're comprised of martial artists from Spirit Lake, Idaho and Sandpoint, Idaho. So you can follow our journey.
Okay. All right, follow along. Be sure to find them on YouTube. Thank you so much for being here. This was incredible.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Wow. That was incredible.